Okay. Hello, it's Barry here from godsgreatestmiracles.com, YouTube channel and website. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Okay, Barry, you can wipe this out. Might be a blooper. Add your bloopers. Okay, anyways, this is, let me just fix my camera a bit here. Okay. This is a video about a dream I had in November 2020. It's called the Antichrist in Canada dream. It's so funny because I was actually, so interesting. I was just in the park where I am right now. Look at this beautiful park just beside my house, okay? And I came out here to get a little bit of peace. I wouldn't say peace and quiet because it's peaceful in my house somewhat, but it's a little bit more uninterrupting, right? So I don't get interrupted as much out here. But this guy came along and it's so interesting. I'm about to tell you a dream. I brought some notes about Antichrist in Canada, and a guy shows up there with his daughter. His little girl comes over to the bridge. The bench. I don't know if you can see that bench right there somewhere. Where is that bench? Oops. Okay, he's over there somewhere. Anyways, by that tree. So she goes out to the bench, and I was over there recording. And it's so interesting that, here, let me walk down the trail so that way I'm not all over the place. So his daughter goes over to this bench here, and I was very surprised because she just came right up to me. It's like she didn't even worry about anything. And I guess that shows me who I am, I guess, maybe. Anyways, a very approachable person, I guess. Anyways, so she comes right up to me, and I shouted to her. I see her dad and mom there, and I says, you know, she don't seem very worried about, she's not very worried about being up next to someone she don't know. He says, I can't hear you. So I go up to him, and it's so interesting. He looks up and tells me, after I offer him a Bible, I told him what I was doing, a YouTube video about a dream or something. I told him it was just a YouTube video, actually. And he was telling me about when I offered him a Bible. And he says, so interesting that you showed up. His name is Mark. He says, so interesting that you showed up today. He says, I showed up here today with you because he said, I had a dream about an angel hugging me. And this happens to me all the time. Like, God will actually send me out someone to do something, and it's usually encompasses like 3 or 4 times. So I went to offer him one of these Bibles I give out, right? These little Bibles with tags in them and stuff. And of course, I got a Bible in everywhere, so I give out the Word of God. And it's so interesting because he says, oh, let me just put this back. It's not going back. Maybe it was for that guy coming down there, who knows? Okay, I'll leave it out. So, anyways, the guy says he says, so interesting to meet you here because he says, I had this dream about an angel hugging me, and his name is Mark, and I didn't record him, of course. I turned my camera off and everything, but it's so interesting that I would meet Mark here, and I told him about in the last days, God says in the Bible that He will pour out His Spirit on everybody, right? Like, your sons and daughters, your maid servants and men servants will all prophesy, and they will have dreams. And what's happening in the world today? Everybody's having, there's thousands and thousands of people having dreams about the coming of Jesus, right? Jesus is coming back. That's so wonderful, right? Yes, it's wonderful for us, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know this or are afraid to admit it, and they're going about their lives like it's going to be back to normal. I certainly hope. I certainly hope that things go back to normal for a certain amount of time, so more people come to Christ. But I have a feeling it's probably not going to, and Jesus is coming back real soon. Anyways, let me tell you about the dream. So this dream is about the Antichrist in Canada. Okay, it happened on November the 20th, 2020, and I've been trying to do this dream, I was trying to do this YouTube video since then, and I just couldn't get it. Every time I get interrupted or something, but God made it all work out for the good, for meeting that guy in the park to explain to him a little bit about the Bible and what's happening. Okay, so I'm just going to put my thing down here a little bit. So let's go through this a bit. The points. Okay, so I went to bed one night, November the 20th, and I was fasting that day without any food. I prayed to God for a dream about the rapture. But in the end, I prayed he would give me the dream that he wanted me to have. I received this dream and these facts of the dream. So I wrote them down. I am at a previous workplace I worked at, or another workplace that looks similar to that, and it looked like the front office, the front of an office building, where you go in and you see the front receptionist, and there's a big high desk and all that sort of thing. And a staff member and I is looking for evidence like documents. So we're running around this outside of this area, behind the counter, looking for some sort of document and evidence that is secret to the world. It's a secret that the world needs to know, and it's very important to find, okay? These documents or information needs to be sent out to everyone so they know the truth. But to send the documents or information, we need specific software. Now, I don't know, because I'm an IT guy, maybe that's, that kind of threw it in there. So I understand it. So like the Adobe product came to mind. We opened Adobe PDF and secure, it's got some kind of security on it. And it came to mind, and it would allow the documents or info to be edited or unencrypted. I also knew this document or info can't be changed or seen without the software. So it can't be, you can't even know what's in the document until you add the software. Now, what's the software, right? Maybe it's the Bible, who knows, right? The interpretation is there. I'll read that to you in a second. I, Barry, know the name of the software that I know the name of the software that can unencrypt or read the document. Okay, sorry, I got to flip this over a bit. I'm using this video. It's getting on my nerves that how long it's taking me to put this video up, and I'm starting to feel really weird that I didn't do it already. Sorry, Lord. Okay, so I'm running around the office to quickly get this information that is located there, and it is encrypted. Again, I'm just doing the main notes in case I left out anything. The office area is very dark and that I'm in, trying not to be caught or by my enemies that are on their way. So there's a bunch of people on their way. Finding it hard to write down these parts of the dream because the enemies are here, and someone or something is watching me and others here at the office. Okay, I am trying to see the man's face from where I am hiding, and I'm hiding sort of like behind so I was behind the counter, and I backed up to where the photocopiers were in this other room next to the counter. This counter that's a little bit high in this previous workplace. And it's odd because you'll see too that it's odd how you bring other people into your dreams, or God brings other people into your dreams, because I ended up seeing a boss from another employment in that dream as well. But he was with me at this office, which was like an employment I had years and years ago. So so I saw this this being. I'm seeing this person, this Antichrist, right, in an angry way, and him pushing on a large wall or desk or table with tremendous strength. He is plying or pushing back the wall or desk to expose the lady hiding under the desk. Now, I came there with apparently with one of my bosses, okay, and this other lady I used to work with that also worked at that same office I was in. And so I came there with them, and this lady was hiding. I'm backing up a bit because people are coming. So, sorry, hang on a second. Let me just back up. People are coming here, so I can do it over here. So I'm seeing him in a hangry way, and he's pushing on this desk or this table with tremendous strength, and he's plying it and pushing it back the wall or desk to expose the lady underneath the desk, right, that came with me looking for this document or table. His strength is unbelievable, and his rage for me and what I am doing can be seen through his pushing the wall, desk, and breaking it apart. Now, I know, it says here, I know it would take thousands of pounds of pressure and force to do what he is doing. Strength beyond normal, right? So I'm hiding in a great fear of him, but someone is protecting me from him. I am given knowledge that the evil man or thing is looking for me, trying to find me. My protector is Jesus Christ, okay? And he's behind me, okay? And he is pulling me backwards. So he's pulling me back like this, right? I'm going backwards. He's pulling me back. He's got his hands on my shoulders, but it sounds of it. And I'm kind of floating at this point, right? And he's pulling me back, and as if I was looking through a hole in space and time, and a hole from within my dream. So it looks like he's pulling me out of my dream. It's such a wonderful little dream, believe me. Not a wonderful thing to see the Antichrist. This evil being seen by me, this evil being is trying to see me. Sorry, my notes is not perfect. This evil being is seeing me and trying to discover where I am. He knows I am in a dream state, and he sees me in real life too. Now, looking directly at me through space-time portal. So I'm in like a space-time portal, and it's closing in front of me. But I'm looking at this creature. This looks like a human, but you'll see in the notes that he changes. Okay, so he's behind this desk. He pushed this desk, and it's very powerful. He literally bent the desk. Okay, the evil man thing sees me staring at him intently. Like he knows who I am. He knows who I am. He wants to destroy me. Okay, he wants to destroy me. And I don't think it was just me too. I think it was like who I stood for, who I was, right? So Christian, right? And he wants me dead. And I wrote down here, I said man thing, right? The man thing trying to see beyond my dream, like he knows I'm dreaming, and he wants to find out in real life where I live. So he's looking through the portal, and he's kind of glaring in and saying, and he's very angry, right? So feeling like someone good, Jesus, is pulling me out and back out of the dream. I'm moving backwards, like I said, moving backwards, right? But watching the force and, the face, I'm watching the face and yellow eyes of this evil being, the yellow eyes. So that's what really got me. He turned into something else. His face did. His face finally turned. He looked at me, and he looked sort of like, if I had to describe it, and I'll put a picture up here, kind of what it looks like, but it looked like Darth Maul, right? With yellow eyes or demon eyes, and I'll put up several pictures so I can get a fair idea, because I can never really find the real picture, but there's a very special message after this that you're gonna love. I'm on my, I am very scared that this evil being will see me in real life and know where I live. Now, I don't know why I thought that, but it felt like he could see me in real life too. It's like he knows I am the one he's looking for. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so my interpretation was this. Thoughts on the documents and the info we were looking for brought back, believe it or not, it brought back our Prime Minister, okay? Our current Prime Minister, Trudeau. I don't know why. I'm not saying he's the Antichrist. He's our leader. I pray for him, and I pray he leads Canada to his people. God bless him and his family. However, I thought of the documents we're looking for were about the government, about Prime Minister Trudeau in specific. The docs and info were very important, and in his office or another office environment, right? Info can be changed. The information that on these documents could change the country's situation if found, right? So, anyways, info was dangerous to his life and to his friends in the government if discovered. Now, we're seeing a lot of stuff coming out of the government right now, right? I mean, he's not doing the greatest leadership right now, but we pray for him, okay? So, can't get yellow demon-looking eyes out of my mind, like he's still looking at me and can still find me if I continue to think about him. So now at this point, I'm woken up, and I can't get his eyes and face out of my mind. It's like I'm scared of it. Believe me, I'm not scared of much, but I was really scared when I woke up. Like he can find me in real life, if I continue to think about his face. So if I continue, he is a demon of some sort, or the Antichrist. Okay, that's what I felt. This is the interpretation, brought here by the government and our Prime Minister. I don't know if that's true. I'm just giving you what my dream, what my interpretation seemed to be at the time. Some message or knowledge of China coming to me, okay, to Canada. Soldiers in Canada, not in a peaceful way. That's the kind of message, like some sort of invasion was coming from China. I was picturing Jesus, my Lord and Savior. He is protecting me while I'm in this dream. Okay, Jesus is hiding me from those who know I can reveal them to the world, to Canada. Okay, President Trump, the USA, can help me as well. I don't know why I wrote that down. It just came to me. President Trump is our ally. He's going to help Canada. Okay. Canada is in a deep, dark trouble if not careful, if allowing their evil plans to succeed. If allowing these evil plans from the government to succeed, we are in deep trouble. Okay, we're already in deep trouble, right? We're trillions of dollars in debt. So, okay. Oh, some people whistling over there. I'll go this way then. Okay, so let's see. So, a lady finding the info is very important. I know her, but cannot picture her face. Very small lady and fragile. And after thinking about that, I kind of knew who she was. She was one of the ladies I worked with at that previous employment, and she was a very nice lady, and we got along pretty well. So maybe that's what she was in the dream. She was a very helpful person. At one point, before enemies showed up, another man who looked like this boss from other employment, I won't say the names, was in the office behind the main counter, helping us to find the software and documents. He was very eager to send out this information and documents also, and after unencrypted or edited or opened up in some way. So in some way he wanted to. He's like, Barry, did you get your software so you can do that? You know, were you able to find that software? So because I believe we found the document or something like that. And at some point, I know that the document was given to this lady that, again, previously, so I'm kind of jumping around a bit, but just so you know that the lady under the desk, when he was pushing the desk, that's the lady that had the documents. It was handed to her at some point by this other boss, all right? The office layout or area looked dark and reminded me of a hallway or lobby at this previous workplace, a job I worked at. Only the entrance was on the left, so it was actually like a mirror reflection of the setup where I worked. So instead of going in, you see the counter right in front of you in this building I worked in, it literally was to your right. So it was a bit reverse setup. I don't know what the importance of that was. Saw a escape route or an elevator at the end of the hallway, working my way towards it. Very dark and scary hallway. This thing, and I said, no, it is the Antichrist, evil, beyond understanding. Now, it says, wants me dead and eliminated, okay? And then I said, November 20th, and it was 5:39 a.m. I finished remembering the details of the dream and its interpretation. I said here, note, just before I went to sleep this night, I did ask God to give me a dream about the rapture. I think I mentioned that before. But at the end of my prayer, I said, His will be done, and for Him to give me any dream He wants me to have. I asked Him if it's going to be a scary dream, then for Him to protect me, so I won't feel so scared, right? Also, note that I did see a good description of the evil being. Like a good description, facial description, and sort of, it looked like a guy, and it was in a suit, a black suit or some kind of dark suit, and he was skinny, kind of tallish, but not too tall, probably under 6 feet, and he had the face was brown, but it had some sort of thick jawbone structure. Like you could tell now it looked more like a demon. And another good picture, which I'll put up right here, is a picture of the character that was in a Star Trek show episode, and I'll put this up. You'll see. It looked like an alien, but more demonic, yet human appearance. So everybody else seen this being as human, but I could see it as this demon. He was dressed in a black suit, like I said, evil, very evil. I kept saying that. Kept writing that down. I know that he knows, he now knows Barry, exists. He knows I exist. He is very mad and angry that I was in the office looking for these documents and information. Documents contained country secrets and world secrets. Whoa, what was that? Right? Jesus is telling me through knowledge given to me. So as he's pulling me back, he's telling me through knowledge, like, you know, like you're getting it's like you're going in the street and all of a sudden you remember you had to pick up milk. Okay? You're like, oh, I just saw a sign that says milk and now I got to remember to pick up milk, right? So I get knowledge that I must now stop picturing or remembering this evil man or being in my mind. So Jesus is telling me, you got to stop trying to picture him in your mind now, because otherwise you'll see you. Jesus will protect me if I stop thinking about him. So I had to stop thinking about him. And it's interesting because on my phone recently, I put up a picture that was painted by a little girl a long time ago when she had a dream about Jesus. And she painted, and I can't remember her name, sorry. I'll try to, if I remember, I'll look it up and I'll put her name up there. But I just did a quick snapshot, put it on my phone as the home page. It's a really good painting. I recommend it. I'm going to buy one myself one day. So anyways, yeah, so I started picturing Jesus in my mind and heaven. I used a picture of Jesus on my phone to literally concentrate on. So I used the picture on my phone to concentrate on. That was painted by a little girl many years ago when she met Jesus in a dream. Okay, so that is the dream of the Antichrist in Canada. Now, guys, do I know if the Antichrist is in Canada? I don't think he is now, but I believe at that time he was in Canada. I believe he was close by, and I believe that could it be the Antichrist that we're waiting on? Because God says there's many Antichrists that are in the world today, Antichrist spirits. But I'm going to tell you, it didn't feel that way. It felt like a real vision or dream of the Antichrist. So I just wanted to share that with everyone, and just remember, guys, Jesus is coming back, you know, and God says in the last days He will pour out His Spirit on everyone, right? On all. He says the young men will have visions, old men will dream dreams. Guess that makes me old, and you know, He'll pour dreams on pretty much everyone, men, women, children, right? So guess what, guys? Jesus is coming back. So repent, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. I'm telling you now. You might not believe it. You may think this is all someone looking for to get popular or whatever. I don't take any money. I don't want none. Thank you. All I want you to do is read your Bible, and I want you to believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ and get saved. Okay, get saved through Jesus Christ, because God says no one comes unto the Father but through His Son, Jesus Christ. So you have to be saved, okay, to get to heaven. Because I want to high five you in heaven. Whoever sees this video, I hope it brings you to reading the Bible. Because if there's one thing that the Bible has besides truth, it is all truth, but it has this ability to tell you a story and lead you to places that you never thought you would end up. Especially myself, you know, you never thought you would end up being in and believing something like this, right? Because, you know, I'm all about ones and zeros, right? I'm a computer guy. But I'm telling you, the Bible is true. We are living in the last days of Revelation. And if you read Revelation, the book of Revelation, you will see that it corresponds. And do your research. You know, a lot of people say there's a lot of videos on YouTube not true. That's true. Here's the point, though. You have common sense, just like I do, just like everybody else do. You don't need to rely on someone telling you. If you see something that's white, okay, color white, or color black, or color blue, guess what? You can determine whether it's that because you know your colors, right? You can see the signs, right? If the Bible is telling you history, you know, about something going to happen, and all of a sudden you read a story in the newspaper, and it's happening, and you read it, and it happens again and again and again, and you're getting all these different stories about, you know, these things coming true. Look at the earthquakes happening around the world. It's amazing. It's just unbelievable. Listen, I'm looking forward to Jesus coming back. I really am. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, sorry, I'm looking forward to Jesus coming back. And I'm looking forward to sharing the gospel with people that don't know the gospel. You see, we could talk to each other about this. All Christians can talk to each other. But Jesus says He didn't come to save the righteous. He came to save the sinners. So you have to put up your videos about dreams and stuff like that. If you don't, guess what? No one will ever see them. And Jesus don't want to waste his time, and well, Jesus don't want to give you a dream that you're not going to pass, that you're not going to share, right? Jesus don't want to give you a dream that you're not going to share. So share your dreams, guys. Share the gospel. I'm going to put a few Bible verses up on this as well, in different places. It's funny because you get into these videos, you don't remember a bunch of Bible verses, and I know about 20 offhand, there's one Bible verse that comes to mind, is that, when you're in these sort of dreams, you have these dreams, and people get a kind of afraid of them, or they're wondering what it means. There's a Bible verse that says, "For I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind." Well, what does that mean? The power, if you look at some of the power that Jesus portrayed when he was going around the disciples, my goodness, you could do a lot of stuff, even in today's age, and I believe you're going to see it. I believe you're going to see healings, you're going to see wonders, miracles, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? We are in a spiritual world now, right? The spiritual world has come to the physical world. So when we start seeing those things, God says he'll pour his spirit out on this world. So if God's given us a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, and you're going to see a lot more people start loving each other, even people of different faiths, right? Because the love is coming out, right? And of a sound mind. Now here's the thing with the sound mind. Believe me, sometimes I feel like I don't have a sound mind. But the one thing I find that God gives you, no matter, as a Christian, no matter what you do, what you encounter, where you go, you find that you have peace about it. And the more it comes upon you, for example, the more someone fights against you, against the gospel of Jesus, it seems like you get more powerful about it, more urgent about it. You even get more wisdom, and you talk about it, or whatever. You make sure that people don't try to bring you down, sharing the gospel. So don't let people bring you down sharing the gospel. Keep sharing. I may not be all the time helping up and all that all the time. Of course not. We can't be like that. But there's one thing I have. That's peace. So no matter what happens, I know I'll have peace, because sooner or later Jesus is going to show up, and millions of people are going to disappear. Okay? And guess what? The rapture just happened. And I pray to God, if you're watching this message today, you have given your life to the Lord, and I see you in the air. Okay? God bless you, and take care. Bye.